Hey guys, my small group leaders, this is Joshua here, and just staying late at the office, putting some thoughts together, and wanted to send you guys just a quick email since we may not have time to, or a quick video and email, since we may not really have time to talk about, what the expectation is and what you're there for. So basically, we've got, I believe, 7 small group leaders. We'll have north of 50 people, so in your group will be another 6 or 7 people, and I will get you names of your people, let's say no later than Thursday, could be Friday. I mean, you don't really need much advance notice, but so what's the purpose? So, a big part of the purpose is just to help people to connect. So, if you've been through in the last year, a lot of you have, you're probably going to know a lot of people, but some people are going to come and they went through 5 years ago and they're kind of going to know almost nobody. I mean, they're going to know Chris Hauser and Derek and a few people, but they're not going to know a lot of people. And a part of what your job is just to connect with them and, just kind of be a little bit of a shepherd, make sure that they are, like I said, getting plugged in and have people to talk to. And so that's one of the primary goals. And so what we'd like to do, we're kind of having a little bit of a hangout, mingle time on Saturday morning from 9 to 9:30 over at the Cedar Lodge. And that's a good time for you. And maybe I'll stand up on the mic and just say, hey, we've got some small groups for you guys. And would love for you guys to go ahead and be kind of seeking out the people in your small group. By the way, Facebook is a great way, if you don't know the people, to go ahead and start looking them up. We'll have name tags, but you can maybe look at who they are and get a little bit of a sense of that person if you want to. And so maybe we'll even do just a quick, just 2 or 3 minutes. Just be sure, if you want to get your group together for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, welcome everybody. And just, like I said, help connect people. And, we'll sort of sort them out. People that seem more outliers, we'll kind of sort them out among the different groups. So you don't have a group of, disconnected people with you. So anyway, so there'll be a little bit of strategy to that. Secondly, we want you guys to have lunch together. So we will, these tables are fairly large. I think they're square and I think they sit 8 people. So the idea is to have lunch together as a group. And we will have some starter questions for you guys, at your group. So as you're eating lunch, and maybe something from the morning, struck people. I mean, that could be one of the starter questions. It's like, did anything really strike you, from the morning session that, or maybe something you didn't get a chance to share that you wanted to share, or how are you doing, And your job is to kind of lightly facilitate that, and obviously make sure that nobody takes 15 minutes talking on one thing, but kind of just try to keep the conversation moving. You don't have to do that for a full hour and a half, and we're not doing meals together after that time, so it's just a lunchtime thing. Then my other vision. And I can't guarantee it's going to happen, but I would like to have it happen if we have time, is like in the afternoon, we're going to have a couple different sessions. So my thought process, if we have time, is at the end of a session to say, hey, guys, 5-10 minutes, really quick, get into your small group, and just have a couple people share, what's on their heart. Now, this is not 5-10 minutes. This is not much time. So it's a time for, maybe somebody that hasn't really shared anything for you. You can maybe go, hey, Laura Ann, what's going on with you, or whatever. But you got to kind of be a little bit of a facilitator and keep it short and quick. Not everybody's going to have a chance to share if there's only 5 or 10 minutes. And so it may just be like, hey, it's something really kind of burning on your heart, something you really want to share in just a couple minutes. And maybe we can have a longer conversation later. And maybe in my ideal, do this 2 or 3 different times in the afternoon, evening, where I may say, get with your small group for 5-10 minutes and just kind of just share, and so again, I'm hoping it's like a quick thing. People get together, you're kind of poking your head in there and go, hey guys, so what's on your heart? Does anybody have something really kind of a burning desire to share? Anybody just kind of something? What's going on for you? And keep that conversation flowing. Is gotta be fast. So if it's really in depth, you can say, hey, why don't we or somebody in the group get with you later and let's talk about this more. So anyway, but it's just a way to help connect, and maybe we'll do that Sunday morning as well. So that's basically it, is just helping to connect people, helping to do little small facilitations. I want to give people a chance in a smaller group versus 50 people to share a little something that they have, something they want to share. And hopefully if we do 2 or 3 of these little breakouts, everybody will share something at some point, or you may want to say, hey, is anything on your heart? Now, here's some bonus homework, and I'm probably not going to mention this, but we did this a couple years ago, and I made this suggestion. Again, it's bonus work, but if you commit to it, I want you to actually commit to it and do it. And that is, by the end of the weekend, hopefully you've connected with each person at least in some small way. And the homework would be to follow up with that person 1 to 2 weeks later, which might mean, of course, getting their information, or maybe we can help you with that. And just say, hey, how you doing? How was the reconnect for you? Or if something in particular, they shared that was kind of like, man, I'm really struggling with this or that, to actually follow up and say, hey, I've just been praying for you and your struggles in your marriage, or whatever it is. And just a way to kind of, you're not forever married to these people, but just one time to follow up. It could be a note, it could be a phone call, it could be a text, and just say, hey, I saw you, I heard you, and just wanted you to know I care about you, and just wanted to see how things are going. So I know that's a lot to ask, and if you don't have the time, it's totally fine, but that is optional, and I think it'd be a great way as a community to help support each other. So anyway, really appreciate you guys stepping up and being willing to do this. And you know what, we'll just go with the flow, and as we always do. And I'm sure it's going to be great. I appreciate everyone stepping up enthusiastically and saying, yes, I'd love to help. And that means a lot. So anyway, guess that's it. And email or call or text me with any questions. Take care. Bye-bye.